What's up, guys? So, I'm not even going to pretend that I know what day it is in the 365-day challenge. Literally, for whatever reason, I can't remember from day to day, and I always have to check and think about it before I start recording. And because things have been so kind of lackadaisical with me recording over the last week or so, I've kind of lost track, and I just can't be bothered to figure it out right now. I didn't record anything yesterday, so this is going to serve for today's video and yesterday's video. It is Saturday. I think it's Saturday. Pretty sure it's Saturday. Yeah, just not really anything going on. I didn't do really anything yesterday. I kind of sat around all day, watched a couple movies, applied for a bunch of jobs. That was about it. That's kind of been every day this week. So I am gonna do a weigh-in today. We'll get to that in just a minute. I don't know. I'm finding it difficult to. When I was unemployed before, when I had the job at UMG where I was doing the inbound sales calls for Beachbody and stuff like that. After I left that, because of the car issues and the travel issues and all of that. After things went south with that, I had that period of time between then and getting the job at Xerox where I was unemployed. And during that time, I at least had, my walks that I could go on and stuff like that. And truth be told, I could probably make it work right now. It's just that it's so cold, and I don't know. It's just I'm having a hard time getting up the drive to do it, which is making the depression that I'm going through right now because of, once again, being without a job and not knowing what's going to happen. It's making it a little bit more difficult to deal with, which is why I haven't had the desire to record, and I haven't had much to say, and all of that. And I don't like getting on every day and making the same video where I'm talking about how, oh, I didn't do much today, it's not been a good day, blah blah blah. I don't like doing that, and I need to get out of that habit. So I don't know. I'm gonna try and figure something out, but I'm gonna do a weigh-in today, and I'm gonna try and get the videos that I haven't uploaded. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just trying to figure stuff out, and hopefully, I know I'm probably not going to get a call about any of these jobs over the next couple days because it's the weekend, and generally HR people and hiring managers and all of that, they don't work on weekends. So I highly doubt I'm going to hear anything back in the next 2 days. So hopefully Monday will bring something, because I don't know. But here's the weigh-in. I'll talk to you in a bit. Alright, guys, so here is the weigh-in for day 100. I don't know what fucking day it is. Sorry for the language. I'll figure it out when I actually edit the video together and upload it. But right now, I have no idea. It's like 128, 8 or 9 maybe. I feel like 129 makes sense, but I don't know why. So we'll see. But yeah, here is the weigh-in. All right, here we go. There you have it, 355.6. So it is Saturday. It has been like a week and 3 days since the last weigh-in when I did the midweek weigh-in before Thanksgiving. I forget what the total was at that point, so I'm not sure if I have managed to lose since then or stay the same. I forget exactly what the total was. I'll check that out. It's in one of my previous videos. But we're under 360, and that is a good thing. Thanksgiving does not seem to have done much damage. The fact that I have not been able to use the fitness center and haven't really been doing much walking. I walked one day. It doesn't seem to be having too much of a detrimental effect at the moment. We'll see, how things go from there. But 355.6, at least something is still kind of going good, I suppose. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. What's up, guys? So it is technically now Sunday, but I'm tagging this on to the end of Saturday's video because what I'm talking about really has implications from yesterday, basically. It doesn't really have anything to do with today. I had a bit of a scare yesterday with my phone. I had gone to the store for my mom, and she had called me as I, pulled into my parking spot, and I had, answered the phone and talked to her for a minute, then hung up and locked my phone. I got out, I go into the store, and as I'm walking down one of the aisles, I think I feel my phone vibrate, and I think I hear it beep. So I go to check it, and my screen is just completely black, and it won't go to the home screen, the lock screen, or anything. I tried powering it off and powered it back up, but you couldn't tell if it was even doing that because nothing happened. So then I tried to do the hard reset. Nothing was happening. I've done those before, and it generally only takes about, usually no more than 10 or 15 seconds for the little, silver apple to appear because it's an iPhone. It usually takes no longer than 10 or 15 seconds for that to appear, and it was not happening. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, great, this is the last thing I need is my phone to just stop working completely. That would be the perfect end to the last week and a half that I've had, just typical. So I was getting pretty upset, and my mom's like, well, maybe you should take it up to the place that we got it and see if they can tell you anything, blah, blah, blah. And I knew that they really wouldn't be able to do much for me because it's an AT&T store, not an Apple store. And generally when there's problems, they just refer you to the Apple store. But I'm like, well, I guess it can't hurt. And while I'm there, I can find out if we've got a free upgrade. Worst case scenario, I don't want to use my mom's free upgrade for a new phone for myself. That's, not fair to her because her phone has given her a lot of problems in the past too. So, sorry, train of thought derailed. So what was going to be a possibility is I was going to see if she had a free upgrade, allow her to use her free upgrade and see if they could switch my SIM card to her phone, or if there was, any way of doing that with the iPhones. I don't know. That way I keep my data and stuff. If there's nothing wrong with my SIM card, she gets a new phone, blah, 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 go from there. So I go to the AT&T store, and I walk in, and this woman greets me. And I tell her what's going on, and she wasn't rude to me, but she had one of those attitudes where it's like, oh, yeah?
oh, it did that to you, did it? You know, like just one of those really kind of fake, I hear this crap from customers all day long and customers are stupid kind of attitude. That's what it came across as to me. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say, you know, that no, she was being genuine and she wanted to help. But I mean, it really kind of rubbed me the wrong way at the time. As soon as I hand her the phone, you know, she does the hard reset thing that I'd tried several times and wasn't working. And granted, she had to hold it for like almost 60 seconds before it did anything. But of course, first try, 60 seconds about she held it, and boom, we get the little silver apple. It's doing the reset. And I'm like, you know, typical. Now I look like an idiot, and you know, of course I'm going to say, "Oh my god, I did that." And she's going to be like, "Yeah, right. Sure you did." And so she did that, and it didn't work completely at first. Essentially what had happened is that it reset, it went to the lock screen, and when I tried to unlock it, it like crashed again. It went completely black again. So we did it a second time, and it took a really long time when we did the reset for it to completely boot back up. So I'm standing there talking to her while we're waiting the second time, and you know, I ask her, oh, you know, can you check and see if my mom has any free upgrade, blah blah blah. And she's like, yeah, but you know, you'll need to be an authorized user. Well, I am an authorized user. I don't care what her thing says. I have talked to them plenty of times on her bill, and you know, she has put me on. She put me as an authorized person for her phone bill. She put me as an authorized person for cable back when the cable was in her name. I'm an authorized person on pretty much everything. So she couldn't tell me if my mom had a free upgrade because she says I'm not an authorized user, that there's no authorized user on there. Whatever, that's fine. So I got tired of just kind of standing there waiting to see if it came on. I'm like, well, at least we know that it'll do the hard reboot. I'll go, and if it comes up, it comes up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I left out of there, and as soon as I like got to my car and I checked the phone again, it was up and it was working again. So it's working now. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. It was very frustrating. But yeah, so that was my day yesterday, and then after that I went to my buddy Ray's to watch some boxing and eat some food. He made a beef sirloin roast. It was very good. Some roasted red potatoes. It was a good meal. I had a lot of fun last night, and that leads us today. Yeah. But I will talk about that in a different video. I will talk to you guys later. I promise I'm going to get these uploaded eventually. It's been ridiculous. Talk to you later.